Hey everybody, Fun Stampers Journey Coach Janice Whiting here. I am your Coach Direct, and in this video I'm going to show you a couple of things. First, I wanted to show you super cute card that is based out of a card in our our Bloom This Way mini catalog. And I want to show you how easy it is to create this. And then I also want to show you, I want to take kind of page by page out of our new catalog and just show you the new products that we have. Hopefully you will love it. This is our new catalog. Excuse me, I say new. It's been available since January 1st. 21 days later, you know me, late to the party, but hey, I'm there. So I'm going to take you through this page by page, and then I'm going to show you how to create your own. Isn't it adorable? So super fun. All right, so I'm going to change my camera view, and then I'm going to get to it. All right, so here I've got everything needed to make this adorable card. There you go. One more time. You see little sparkles. Okay, so once again, this is from our stamp set, Love Bandit, that is featured in one of our pages in our Bloom This Way mini catalog. It's one of our new stamp sets for Valentine's. Okay, so to get started, you're going to need a black licorice card base, so just a regular A2 card base, and this time the folds at the top, so again, one of my favorite tent folds. Then a couple of layers of cardstock, first in Candy Apple, and it's going to be 4 by 5 1/4, and then our whipped cream piece of cardstock at just 3 1/4 by 5. Okay, and you're going to take it, and you're going to start by taking the little, I'm not quite sure what this part of the stamp is. What are the measurements? Height lines, I guess. And you're going to use our Candy Apple ink. And first I'm going to line this up. And our Candy Apple ink. Let's see, it works on my Candy Apple. You guys know I start these videos and I think I have everything. And then I forgot that I put something back. So here's my Candy Apple ink. I'm going to ink that up real good. And we're going to press it down. I kind of imagine it about 1 inch from the top, okay? So kind of layered, and hopefully, again, my head's not in the way, but there we go. That's great. From there, you're going to take your ink splat stamp. So this is the ink splat stamp. And I have one from when we just started our journey, so mine doesn't have the indexed image, but it is the ink splat. And we're going to use Bubble Gum Pink, and we're going to ink that up really well. And I'm going to do it a couple times. I'm going to ink it up so that these little kind of dots or splats are kind of towards the top a little bit. And then I'll ink it up one more time. And turn it the other direction and get the ink splats to go that way a little bit. And I think I even double stamps there, even though you can't really see anything. Okay, so I've got most of my pattern there. And you know what? Let me zoom in a little bit because I can tell that you can't really see much. A little bit more. All right, so I've got my lines and I've got my ink splat in Bubblegum Pink. From there, you will get your silver silk, and you're going to do that little splashed splatter kind of look. And you got to shake these up pretty good. Remember, I've used these before, and especially with the metallics, they have the metal stuff that gets kind of clumped down at the very bottom of it, and that's pretty much gone. So now I'm going to take this and I'm going to move my little guy. And I just kind of tap wherever I want it to go. And you really can't control where it goes, so sometimes you're just going to have to be okay with how it lands. And generally speaking, most of the time, I'm happy with where it lands. And if I'm not happy, I don't know, I'll either maybe do it again or just get over it. But there's that, the splatter. Now next, so that's pretty much working on the base, okay? From here, you're going to take your strip of black and white, okay, here. And again, I had some of my black and white striped paper from, gosh, probably 2 years ago, which is that little scrap that I used. You can use some of our black and white stripes paper that we currently have and take it and cut it down to 1 inch by 5. Okay, you're going to use some of our tape runner. And let's see, guys, really, I just misplaced just about everything. There it is. Do a couple of strips of our tape runner here. And then you're going to place it right at the bottom. Line it up. Okay. From there, you're going to use some washi tape. Now, I use some of our Cool Pull kind of chevron-y stripe washi tape. In the catalog, they use some of our white sparkle tape, which is beautiful. I just didn't have it. You see how beautiful? I don't know if you can pick that up, but it's white and it's kind of transparent and it's lovely. I didn't have that, so I ended up going with our Cool Pull, which does tie into the Cool Pull color bag that I use. So at least it ties with that a little bit. But you just need, I don't know, I don't think I measured it, just a little bit there on the side. And I try to line it up with the line of the, maybe I did too much there. You know, the beautiful thing about washi tape is that it comes right off without any issues whatsoever. There we go. And then, again, you can just tear it and fold it. So there you've got the washi. And then also for fun added elements, our little fun staple. So we're going to staple a couple of staples here on the end, a little bit off-centered there. Okay, and I think that's our base. From here, there's a couple other things, but I like to get, I like to kind of work in order a little bit. And so from here, I like to put our main image and then our Love Bandit little popped up little message there. So our main image is Mr. Love Bandit himself, and I inked him and stamped him on some scrap paper. Here's some that I did an extra one there. And then I colored him using our blending brushes. So here's him right here that I colored already. Our blending brushes and some of our Cool Pull Color Splash. Okay, so same technique as I used before in my previous videos. Colored his bag real well. His face, the hearts, and the flowers, I used our Color Burst pencils. Okay, so you could just use whatever coloring system you'd like. And so I did that with him, and then I just fussy cut him out and about because he needed to be cut a little bit. So anyway, I colored him again with those colored pencils, and then again, you can color however you'd like, fussy cut all the way around, and now he's ready to be placed on the card. And I used our foam squares, and let's see if I can find my big ones. I feel like every time, oh, there they are. They like to hide. So I just kind of put a few here and there, letting him get popped up. And I think I cut one in half because I didn't need 2 full ones. I just wanted one here on one end and half of one here on the other. Take the backing off, and then from there, we're going to place him right in the center. And I just lined him up at his waist there and put him right there on top. And then he's good. Isn't he adorable? Okay. So from here, what else did we do? We have our Love Bandit and we have our heart. Now I've already cut up, I've already stamped and fussy cut this heart here. So that's the stamp set here. And I did that on our candy apple. And the next thing we're going to do is we are going to stamp and cut the Love Bandit image. And let's see if I can do that fairly quickly. Love Bandit, again using black licorice. And I just used a scrap piece of our candy apple that I had in my drawer. And let's see if I can find a corner that's straight. And you're probably going to see my hair, so I'm so sorry. There we go. All right, from there I used our longer bigger shears just because it was easy to cut straight and I didn't want to have to use, I mean, again, you could use your trimmer, but I just like to get it cut quickly and in one fell swoop. So I used our larger shears and tried to cut straight along the edges. So one more here. And then this guy gets popped up. I used our small squares for him and popped him up off to the side, like right there. So I'm going to do a couple of foam squares. One here, one here. And I popped him up right on top of that washi strip. And let's see if we can get him there again. Right about there is good. There we go. All right, so he's on top of our washi strip. Here we go. A Bandit. Adorable. Okay, so let's see here. I probably should have gone ahead and put him on our red strip before, but I'll go ahead and do that now. Not that big a deal. It's a little easier to put him on when he doesn't have things popping up and out of there, but it still works. So we're going to go ahead and adhere him to the red panel. Okay, so he's there. Good. Now, the other thing, let's see, we have the little heart that I want to put here, and then I also want to stamp this little heart image here. And so I'm going to grab him, put him on my block. I guess I could use my little one, but I already have this one. And before I actually adhere this guy down with foam square, I'm going to just kind of position him and stamp this heart off to the side, just because it's easier to stamp without, you know, the raised heart kind of in my way. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this guy with a foam square. Oh, and he's going to go right up here to the left, kind of where I had him earlier. All right, there's good. All right, I think I've got everything here except for my little candy minis. And those are just a super fun enamel dot element that gives a little extra pizzazz to your pieces. So here I've got a couple here and here. Now again, this project is straight from our mini catalog. One of our amazing designers came up with this design and put it out there. And that's one of my favorite things to do is grab a card that they've made and show you how they did it so you can recreate it at home with these stamp sets and these products. So, okay, we've got pretty much everything here. Really the last thing to do before I add the sparkles, because there's some awesome sparkles, is to adhere this to the card base. And that's really, I always leave the sparkles last because it takes a little bit of time to dry. So I'm going to go ahead and use some of my foam squares here, my large ones, and one in the center. Take the backing off. All right, and then get him centered. All right, so there's the front, and then we're going to center this guy right there. So fun. He's so cute. I love him. Okay, and now we're going to take our Journey Glaze, which is the very last step, and we're going to add some to the pink heart. So again, I'm using our little Journey Minis, but we sell this in a 2-ounce bottle and a 4-ounce bottle. Awesome, awesome stuff. You know, you've heard me talk about it. It's great for either adding a kind of a clear element to it, or for using even as an adhesive, which is what I'm doing right now. Because it dries clear, doesn't yellow, doesn't crack or crumble. It's pretty flexible, and it is, again, it's a resin and kind of adhesive mixture, a glaze mixture, and it's kind of our proprietary mixture, and I love it. It's wonderful. And from there, you take your little sparkle cuts, which I have a little bit in a baggie. And I'm going to pour this over our media tray so that I can get that back. I'm going to squish this media tray in here. Pour them right over. So our sparkle cuts are just a kind of a chunkier glitter. And our sparkle dust is what we call our kind of like our fine microfine, fine glitter. All right, so there it is. There we have it. Yay! All right, so did you like it? Isn't he cute? So I have a confession. I probably generally wouldn't go for such a cutesy little image, generally speaking. But I kind of fell in love with him. I kind of loved him. He's adorable. And this card is so, so cute. So here they are side by side. And again, this came straight. This is a card straight out of our catalog. I didn't design it. One of our lovely designers made it. And it is on page 10. Okay. And so pretty much you need, the main stamp sets you need are, once again, Love Bandit and Ink Splat. And that's it. And this is one of my favorite ATSs. You can color him how you like, whatever colors you like. You can fussy cut him or use the die, because like I said, there is a die. There is a die bundle that goes along with him. The die itself is $12.95. It cuts him and 2 of the hearts. Or you can get the bundle, which is the stamp set and the dies, for $29.60. So definitely save some money, because the stamp set itself is $19.95. If you love what you see and you want these products just in time for Valentine's, then go to my website, which is www.funstampersjourney.com/Janice Whiting. Click the shop button and go on and click on stamps, and it'll pop up. Just scroll down and you'll find it, okay? If you have any questions about how I created it, if you want to order it, just let me know, all right? Thanks so much for stopping by and watching. I really appreciate it, and until next time, bye.